Shalom, 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 Yasha'Allah. This your boy, Brother Shamwa, back at you with another quick edifying video. Today's lesson is going to be called Reminder, a Famine is Coming. All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. That's all praises to the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahawah, and his only begotten Son's name, who you ignorantly call Jesus, whose name is Yahawashi, right? And the Holy Spirit, which is the Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who have ruled well through the Spirit and have fed and edified the sheep in these last days, and has pushed this gospel and this truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days. A mighty shalom, another mighty shalom to all you Akim out there laboring on the highways and hedges and on the unicorn, which is this internet, pushing this 100% doctrine, this 100% truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days. A mighty shalom. All right, I was looking at this this article at the plantation today, and it's from an hour ago. It says, why is my phone in SOS mode? Verizon faces nationwide outage, right? And it just says basically Verizon is suffering a nationwide outage, leaving customers without phone service and or internet. Verizon says users have made reports indicating problems. All right. It says there is a noticeable increase in reports of issues with texting and calling beginning around 9:30 a.m. Eastern, right? So just a little, and this kind of got me to remembering, to remember things, what's gonna be happening soon, right? There's gonna be a famine, of this word, right? The Lord is getting ready to shut down things, right? And the Lord is showing, he's showing his power. He is visiting this place, right? And you have to take heed, right? And these things are not just coincidences, right? These things are signals to signify, right? The wise will pick up on it and understand what's going on, but for, a major company to not have, having phone outages and internet outages, right? It's just a foreshadow of things to come, and a couple things kind of came to my mind was like the famine, there's, the scriptures talk about a famine, and it also talks about, darkness, Egypt being in darkness, and we know back in ancient Egypt, there was a literal darkness, throughout the area, but, here in spiritual Egypt, right, we know that, it's going to be, you're going to have, this darkness too of, with the technology, right? They're going to have the power, right, cut off, right? They've been talking about EMP attacks, different things that are going to be going on, right? So this is going to be you're going to have not only, because remember it says the day of Yahawashi is darkness, even very dark, right? And I could just imagine too. Just imagine if when Yahawashi comes and his spacecraft, which looks like a mountain, like covers, covers the earth, man, right? You're going to have like that solar eclipse, man, right? You're going to have that darkness, right? There's darkness, that continues to comes upon this place, right? I believe there's another, it's called a ring eclipse, that's supposed to be coming in a few days here, right? So these are all you just think about their signs and things that are coming to continue to warn this people, right? I want to get this real quick. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, and verse number 1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made, right? And if you don't see what's going on, man, you got Like I said, hurricanes going on. You got earthquakes. You got the wars and rumors of war, right? You just had in Georgia, right? You just had a biochemical lab, basically blow up, right? Where they have people who are basically being asked to stay inside, you know, because of the fumes, and it's a biohazard stuff going on, right? There's all types of, you got fires on the West Coast, right? There's all types of stuff plaguing this place, man, plaguing the earth and plaguing Babylon, right? And this is just another thing, right? You have these outages, right, where people, literally they depend on this, their internet, their phone, right? There's some people who can't even live without this stuff, and you take that away, right? You make that go dark, right? The people will go crazy, okay? And the Lord is doing these things. The Lord is making these things, happen, And the Lord said that they're going to be like, these plagues are going to be upon this place like a woman in travail, right? 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 37, it says, "Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth. And the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side." Right? And this place, because of their sorcery, and their wickedness, you have all these people who they depend on this stuff. They depend on, technology, to run their systems, right? So when you have these outages, right, it throws people off, right? And you're looking at some of the comments, it said there was a SOS on on people's phones, right? And I was looking up what the SOS means, right? It says SOS has entered general usage to informally indicate a crisis or the need for action. Okay. It says it's an international code signal of extreme distress. Okay. The Lord is setting up these signs, to show people, man, that this place is kaput, man. This place is utterly going down, right? And the things that people are used to and know, right, are soon to be no more, right? And these things are going to get quicker and quicker upon the earth, right? As a woman who is in labor, who's getting ready to give birth, right? So these things, it's not going to let up a moment. They're just going to keep coming and keep getting stronger and stronger, okay? So it kind of remind me, matter of fact, it just helped me to remind me that, the famine, right? And there's going to be actual famine too. You got, we got to mention that too. You got the ports, right? As of tomorrow could be shut down, right? And if that's shut down, guess what? A lot of stuff is going to stop production, right? The longer it stays out of production, right? And who knows, they've done that many times. Like my brother Asher was saying, how many times are they, they're going to shut down the government and they do all this, make a big noise out of it, and then they do it, But, at this point, we're praying to Yahawashi that these things start to take place and these things happen, okay? Because once the chaos comes, then they can bring in order, right? Through order out of chaos, right? Where they're going to try to implement, this Revelation 13 and 16. And once that kicks off, man, all this stuff is going to go down like dominoes, okay? Everything is going to get quicker and quicker, right? And that's what the men of Yahawashi are praying for, okay? And we're praying that Yahawashi will uphold us and keep us, okay? So this is Amos chapter 8 and verse 11. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith Yahawashi, the Most High Power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahawashi." Right? And we know that that's coming soon, right? Because soon, when this stuff really pops off, right? The Lord is going to take his men off the streets. You're not going to be able to walk up and ask us what do we, what music are we about to play, or, this, that, and the other. You're not going to be able to access the men of Yahawashi, because guess what? That warning has been sent out. We've been yelling, we've been crying for so long, and soon it's about to be out, right? And who knows, they're going to cut off the internet. You see how they're doing these little different things. Before, I believe it was AT&T had a major outage, for a while. Now it's Verizon, right? And pretty soon, who knows? Lord's will, all this stuff is going to be cut off. And the communication is going to be silent. It's going to be darkness over Egypt, and that's when I was thinking about that. That's, I was kind of thinking about, ancient Egypt, but then this is modern day Egypt, right? And how dark this place would be, right? If the communication process went out that everybody uses so willingly and so easily, okay? But it says, behold, the days coming, saith Yahawashi, the Most High Power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahawashi, right? Because the Lord could cause the men of the Yahawashi tongue to cleave to the top of their mouth, where they're not going to be able to utter the words, okay? Only in our minds and our hearts we'll be able to, articulate and do this, but we can't even get it out, right? People are asking, you had that chance. We're no longer going to be spewing out, not even spewing, but, pouring out, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, okay? It says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahawashi, and shall not find it. Okay, right? Because they basically procrastinated, right? And they didn't want to, adhere to it when the word was out there. Okay, but it, like I said, it reminded me of Egypt, with the darkness. Okay, because this is how, in this modern day with the sorcery, how they people communicate, and if you cut that off, you cut Babylon in darkness, right? Without power and communication, hey, people will go crazy, man, right? Within a matter of a few days, probably week, So it says, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17, verse 21, it says, over them only was spread a heavy night, an image of darkness, which should afterwards receive them. But they, but yet were they unto themselves more grievous than the darkness, right? Because people will literally lose their mind, especially this younger generation, that all they've known is using this communication, and, they don't even know how to speak to each other, let alone let this stuff get cut off. They ain't gonna know what to do, man. Right? And a lot of people are so accustomed to utilizing this, right? To be able to contact people quickly, right? Now just imagine when this thing is cut off, right? And guess what? Then no longer will the word be going out and stretching forth, right? Throughout the four corners of the earth, right? The unicorn, okay? And this is just a little microcosm. This is just a little test of what, right? Because this is just one, but imagine all, where nobody's going to be able to communicate. You can't communicate to your brothers and sisters. You can't communicate to your family, right? How easily you can now, right? Just imagine that. And now imagine the word, right? This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding not being available, here in Egypt, man, right? And a lot of people are going to go crazy, and they're not going to know what's going on and why these things are. Okay, but understand that Yahawashi is visiting this place and is showing himself and is making himself known. Okay. What is that? Verse 18. Did I want that? No, Salakia. Let's get I'm gonna close it out, right? Let's get this, right? This is just another example of why you need to seek Yahawashi, right? And people might say, that was just a small thing. This ain't not. Listen, all these things there's nothing of coincidence. All these things are pre-set up to happen, and ultimately it's all done of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, right? Small or great, something that you might think that's insignificant, right? It plays a part into a bigger picture, right? Because ultimately they're going to go into ushering in, right, the MOTB, okay, Revelation 13 and 16, right? Because they're going to have that answer for the chaos that's going to come upon this place, right? Because you just think about it, if these ports close down, guess what? Then a lot of production stuff is going to stop. Once that stops, people don't have jobs, stuff goes up, all hell could break loose, right? Think about if the power gets shut off and communication gets shut off, people panic, people don't know what to do, all hell's going to break loose, right? All they need is just, one little small thing to kick everything off, right? And these are just warning shots to make sure that you are, getting your act together, okay? This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, verse 6. It says, "Seek ye Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi while he may be found." It says, "Call ye upon him while he is near." Okay? And you need to call on Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi while he is near. Right? Call upon the Heavenly Father, Yahawah. Call upon his Son, Yahawashi, right? While they are near, because the time is coming when they're going to turn their back. They're not going to hear, your cries. And it's going to be like Proverbs 1, right? 21 on down, right? Where they had time where the Lord had sent out the men to warn you, right? Gave you that time. That grace period is getting ready to end. Okay, so and this is the type of stuff as I see these different things, this continues to remind me in my head, that hey, we got to make sure that we continue on in this thing, right? Because this stuff is any day, this stuff can cause reactions and consequences, and ultimately lead into into these prophecies, man, right? Like I said earlier in my video today, Jacob's trouble is the door is open, man. Right? It just has to come in, right? This stuff is right here, right? The second Ezra 15, suddenly shall the storehouses be found empty, right? I believe it's second Ezra 15. Quote me if I'm not right, but I know it's second Ezra where it talks about that. Okay, all this stuff this place is teeter-tottering a bunch. Right above collapse, okay? and to throw that in, they're going to be led into, to this third woe, right? This place is finished, man. Babylon is finished, right? The power is clicking on and clicking off. You see something where the power kind of shuts on, shuts off, kind of blinking on until it just completely shuts off. And that's what's about to happen to this place soon. All right, so I just wanted to give this little information. Lord's will, this is edifying, right? I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, Kohala Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, peace and blessings to the elect of the 12 tribes scattered abroad. A mighty shalom to the 144,000 men and to the rest of the elect. Stay diligent, stay focused. Keep praying for one another. Seek ye Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi while he may be found, and call upon him while he is near. Right, because there's coming a time soon. The Lord is visiting this place, making his presence known, showing his name upon the earth. But there's coming a time where there's going to be a famine, right? And not just an actual famine, but a famine of this word, where you're not going to be able to learn and hear about this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And by that time, it's going to be too late. All right. And with that, I want to say shalom.